Heritage Month. Busan City Mayor Park Hyung-jun and Gyeongsang-namdo Governor Park Wan-soo stressed the need for this integration. They plan to create procedures, including special laws and citizen forums, to build consensus. They believe that Busan and Gyeongnam should unite to respond to the metropolitan area's one-polar system effectively. The Busan Modern and Contemporary History Museum will hold a special exhibition titled Lady Dongbek from October 15th to December 8th. This exhibition commemorates the 60th anniversary of the song Lady Dongbek, released in 1964, and will shed light on its historical and cultural significance through related artifacts. Lady Dongbek is a renowned song composed by the late Baek Young-ho, a composer from Busan, with lyrics by the late Han Chan-do, and it was famously sung by Lee Mi-ja, making it one of Korea's representative popular songs. The Busan Asian Film School, or AFIS, will hold several events on October 7th and 8th during the 29th Busan International Film Festival. These events will showcase feature-length film projects created by students from the International Film Business Academy. Both domestic and international guests attending the festival will have the chance to see these projects. On October 8th, AFIS will host its AFIS Open House Day. The school will be open to the public for the day. Time for international news. Taiwan has implemented emergency measures, including work and school closures, in preparation for Typhoon Kraton, the 18th typhoon of the season. Local governments activated these preventive measures on October 1st local time, as reported by the Liberty Times and the United Daily News. As of 10:15 a.m. on the 2nd local time, Taiwan Central Weather Administration reported that Typhoon Kraton was located 140 kilometers southwest of Kaohsiung. The typhoon is moving north at a speed of 10 kilometers per hour. The southern region and central Taichung are currently under its direct influence. Time now for the weather. Currently it is 20 degrees Celsius and clear. The temperature will average around 19 degrees this evening. That's all we have time for this hour's news. Thanks for listening. You're listening to BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with David Kim. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Life starts all over again when it gets crisp in the fall. And October is the start of the real fall season. The wonderful season has finally begun. The leaves of the trees change color and everything around us signals a time of rich harvest. So what are your plans for this beautiful fall season? Will you take the time to enjoy the cooler weather? Maybe go for a walk in the park or hike through the changing foliage? Perhaps it's the perfect time to pick up a cozy book, try a new hobby, or spend more time with loved ones. Whatever you decide, make sure to savor the beauty and calm that fall brings. It's a season of reflection, growth, and new beginnings. Let's kick it off with this song, Something in the Way You Move by Ellie Goulding.
It's the strangest feeling this way for you. There's something the way you move, something the way you move. With you I'm never healing, it's heartache through and through. There's something the way you There's an evil night and the stars don't shine tonight. Something the way you do, something the way you push me closer, further, bring me just enough. Your lies always seem so true. There's nothing left for me to lose. There's no one thing I can do to change your ways, but I can't sit back and take the lonely days. When our eyes meet, I can only see the end. And tonight the rain pours again, but tonight I'm gonna lose it all. Playing with fire, I was the first to fall. Heart is sinking like a cannonball. Baby, kill it, what you waiting for? Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move. Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move. But tonight I'm gonna lose it all. Playing with fire, I was the first to fall. Heart is sinking like a cannonball. Baby, kill it, what you waiting for? Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move. Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move. Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move. Something the way you move, something the way you do it, something the way you move.
Something in the Way You Move by Ellie Goulding. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to For Your Busan. I'm your host, David Kim. Now, a new season has truly begun, don't you think? Although autumn typically starts in September, this year feels different due to the unusually warm weather, making it seem like the real fall has just begun now in October. And as we enter the second day of this month, a fresh chapter is ahead. So what are your plans like for this month of October? If your schedule isn't fully booked yet, don't worry. Because if you're in Busan, your month is about to get much busier. For the first time, Busan is hosting Festival 10월, which translates to October Festival. And this unique Busan-type event will combine 17 festivals spanning 6 areas: music, film, culture, food, industry, and technology, allowing visitors to experience a diverse range of events with special discounted passes. Now, with the opening ceremony kicking off yesterday, Busan will be alive with international festivals and events over the next 8 days. And highlights include the Busan International Rock Festival, K-Music Season's Goodnight Busan Concert, Busan International Film Festival, Busan Global Webtoon Festival, World Creator Festival, International Food Expo, and Korea ASEAN Fashion Week. So many. But in addition to all these cultural festivals, there will be integrated conferences like the Global Women Leaders Forum, an ESG forum, international meetings and talk shows, offering opportunities to share insights and experiences. So October in Busan will be an exciting time for both locals and visitors to enjoy everything the city has to offer. Lots of people tuning in and saying they're really excited for all these events. I think, let's see. Benny님 tuning in saying opening day for BIF. That's right. 오늘이 부산국제영화제 오프닝이군요. 셋서머님. 맞습니다. So a lot of big events have kicked off or will kick off now because the 8-day October festivities have kicked off. Now, if you want to tune in and text in, you can do that via YouTube Live, as many people have done so already. Just go to notubu.com and search for Busan 영어방송 and chat with us there. You can add us on KakaoTalk by searching for Busan 영어방송. Add us as a friend and chat with us there. Or in the traditional, conventional way of sending us a text message, pound 9050, 샵 9050. It will cost you 101. Or BFM app as well. We have that, a smartphone app. You can download that and make a comment on the app as well. And I'll tell you, today's segments, we have our daily segment, Busan Is, to kick it off, with Hong Dang-dang to come in, who is our 6 p.m. news anchor. And she'll give us news updates as well as interesting facts of the day, maybe a 속담 of the day. We have DJ Show for David's Journal, and you get to discover what caught my eye today. And then we have Work-Life Busan, where we get all sorts of interesting work-life advice. How to survive the work life in the city of Busan with our guest, Jennifer. And in the second half, we have My Life, My English, the journey of my life in English as told by the people of Busan. And of course, our daily quiz segment. And after that, we have Melissa to come in for our Busan 친구 talk, who will be sharing with us interesting and amusing anecdotes about how expats perceive life here in Busan. Good to see you all tuning in. More people have joined in, like Sangmin Park-nim and 잠깐만님 as well. It's hard to pronounce that word for some reason. 오늘도 카카오톡, 문자, 그리고 너튜브 라이브 댓글로 참여해주신 분들께 선물이 기다립니다. Because it is a hump day. If you get selected as a winner, you could win a pizza 한판 쿠폰, not 한 조각 쿠폰, 한판 쿠폰. So, because that prize is on the line, please participate and maybe you could be the winner. All right, stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll go right into our first segment, Busan Is.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
It is time for our first daily segment with Hong Dang-dang in the studio.
안녕하세요. 반갑습니다.
Yeah, how are you doing?
징검다리 네, 잘 지내고 있습니다.
Yeah, good.
How are you?
I'm doing fine. Thank you for asking.
네.
Yeah.
징검다리 건너보셨어요? 진짜 징검다리?
Is that like a suspension bridge? Or is that like a chain-linked bridge? 어떤 다리예요? 약간 밧줄로 돼 있는 다리인가요?
아니요. 주로 돌이라서
네.
하나 건너고 이렇게 징검.
like across the river, 약간 stream? 그 시냇물에 있는 그런 거요?
네, 물 흐르고.
옛날에는 막 점핑 했는데요.
그렇죠.
요즘에는 아주 조심.
혹시 돌다리가 아니라 징검다리도 두드려보고 건넌다?
You have to be careful. Is it haha time already?
아니요.
아니에요? 아니군요.
네, 아니 징검다리 휴일이라서 많은 분들이 10월이 됐는데 어제 쉬고 오늘
네.
또 일하고 내일 쉬고
네.
또 일하고 그다음 쉬고 하니까 이렇게 헷갈린다고 하셔가지고.
맞아요. 그다음에 일하고 쉬고. 네.
일하고 쉬고 또 한글날이 있잖아요.
맞습니다.
쉬고.
10월에는 3 공휴일 있습니다. yeah.
네. 이러다 보면 가을도 10월도 그냥 후딱 지나갈 수 있으니까.
Oh, for sure.
그렇죠.
Because there's so many things happening in the month of October.
그렇죠.
Many events,
맞아요.
festivities, festivals.
옥토퍼스. 그래서 옥토버인가?
옥토퍼스는 8개 다리.
그러니까 뭔가 다리가 많고 하늘 일도 많고 막 그렇잖아요.
I don't know about that.
자, 오늘
Alright.
10월 2일 수요일입니다.
네.
날짜 잘 챙기면서요. 자, 첫 번째 소식은요. 해운대를 방문했다가 의식을 잃고 길에서 쓰러진 40대 대만 관광객이 시민과 경찰의 도움으로 회복했던 일을 말씀드릴게요. 지난달 24일 밤 11시쯤 해운대구 군함로에서 40대 대만 관광객이 갑자기 길에서 쓰러졌는데요. 놀란 시민들이 119에 신고하고 때마침 인근을 순찰 중이던 중동지구대 소속 경찰관이 이 쓰러진 외국인의 상태를 확인하던 중 갑자기 호흡이 멈추는 징후를 포착하고 바로 심폐소생술을 실시합니다. 또 이후에 거리를 걷던 간호사도 합류해서 남성이 호흡을 할 수 있도록 도왔는데요. 이 남성은 다행히 10분 만에 출동한 119에 의해 병원으로 옮겨지고 치료를 받은 후 무사히 출국했다고 합니다. 경찰 관계자는 해당 관광객이 여행 중 정말 큰 도움을 받았다며 경찰을 비롯한 한국의 모든 분들께 고맙다고 감사 인사를 표했다면서 시민과 경찰, 소방이 힘을 모아 소중한 생명을 구했다고 밝혔습니다.
So a Taiwanese tourist in his 40s collapsed on a street in Haeundae, Busan, was revived with the help of citizens and police. Now, the incident occurred on September the 24th around 11 p.m. when the tourist collapsed on Gunamno, and citizens called emergency services, and a nearby police officer performed CPR after noticing the man had stopped breathing. A passing nurse also assisted. The tourist was taken to the hospital and has since safely returned home, and he expressed gratitude to the police and everyone involved for their help in saving his life.
네, 부산에 한국과 프랑스 예술인을 위한 창작 공간이 생겼습니다. 오늘 오후 사하구 다대동 무지개공단 인근에 있는 홍티 아트센터에서 한국 내 프랑스 창작공간 빌라 부산 현판식이 열렸는데요. 지난 9월 1일 홍티 아트센터의 한국 내 프랑스 창작공간 빌라 부산이 개관을 했고 프랑스, 터키의 2인조 영화감독이 첫 입주 작가로 들어왔습니다.
So a creative space for Korean and French artists has been established in Busan. The city government of Busan announced that it will hold a signboard ceremony for Villa Busan, a residency space for French creators in Korea at the Hongti Art Center near the Mujige Industrial Complex in Dadedong, 사하구.
네, 부산시는 오는 11일부터 내년 4월까지 고위험군인 65세 이상 어르신과 생후 6개월 이상 면역 저하자, 또 감염 취약시설의 입원 입소자를 대상으로 코로나19 무료 예방접종을 실시합니다. 부산시는 최근 유행하는 변이에 효과적인 신규 백신을 활용할 예정이고요. 인플루엔자 접종과 동시 접종도 가능합니다. 주소지와 관계없이 가까운 지정 의료기관에서 접종할 수 있고 지정 의료기관은 관할 보건소에 문의하거나 코로나19 예방접종 도우미 누리집에서 확인하실 수 있습니다.
So Busan City announced that starting from the 11th of October until April next year, free COVID-19 vaccinations will be available for high-risk groups, including seniors over 65, immunocompromised individuals, and residents of infection-prone facilities. The city will use the new vaccine effective against the recent variants, and it can be administered along with flu shots.
네, 부산시는 오는 4일부터 6일까지 백스코에서 글로벌 데이터 해커톤 대회 다이브 2024를 마련합니다. 올해 처음으로 개최되는 이번 행사는 데이터 분석과 기술 개발을 위한 끝장 마라톤 토론으로 불리는 이 해커톤으로 청년들이 48시간 동안 협력해서 발제 기업이 제시한 기술적인 문제를 해결하는 방법을 도출하는 방식으로 진행됩니다. 이번 대회는 1,500만 원 상당의 상금을 걸고 진행되고요. 발제 회사별로 1등에서 3등까지 시상하게 됩니다. 500여 명의 신청자 중에서 예비 심사를 통과한 내외국인 336명이 참가하고 국내외 기업과 다양한 기관들도 발제 기업으로 참여합니다.
Right, so the city of Busan will hold its first global data hackathon, DIVE 2024, from October the 4th till the 6th at Bexco. Participants will collaborate for 48 hours to solve technical problems posed by various companies competing for prizes worth 15 million won. A total of 336 contestants from 500 applicants have passed the preliminary screening.
네, 부산 근현대 역사관에서 오는 15일부터 12월 8일까지 올해 첫 번째 특별기획전 동백아가씨를 마련합니다. 동백아가씨는 엘리제 여왕 이 가수 이미자 씨가 부른 한국의 인기곡인데요. 1964년에 발표됐습니다. 작곡가 고 백영호 씨는 부산 출신이시고 또 작사가 고 한산도가 작사했습니다. 이번 전시는 1960년대 국민의 마음을 사로잡고 가요계를 휩쓸었던 이 대중가요인 동백아가씨의 발표 60주년을 기념해서 이 노래에 담긴 역사, 문화적 의미를 관련 유물을 통해 살펴보는 시간이 될 겁니다.
So the Busan Modern and Contemporary History Museum said that it'll hold its first special exhibition of the year, Camellia Lady, from October the 15th until December the 8th in the Planning Exhibition Hall on the second floor of the main building. And the exhibition commemorates the 60th anniversary of the release of the popular song Camellia Lady, which captivated the hearts of the public in the 1960s and swept the music scene.
네, 공연 예술 작품을 거래하는 시장이면서 동시에 시민들은 다양한 공연을 즐길 수 있는 2024 부산 국제 공연 예술 마켓이 오는 4일 개막합니다. 공연 예술의 새로운 물결이라는 주제로 4일부터 8일까지 5일 동안 부산 문화회관을 중심으로 경성대학교 남구 문화골목, 광안 해변로 등 부산 시내에서 열리는데요. 지난해에 이어서 올해 두 번째로 열리는 이번 행사에는 국내외 공연산업 관계자 300여 명, 또 예술인과 시민들이 참여합니다. 공연 예술 산업 관계자와 예술가는 구매자와 판매자로서 공연 상품 유통과 판로를 개척하고요. 동시에 시민들은 다양한 장르의 공연을 직접 선택하고 무제한으로 공연을 즐길 수 있는 것이 특징입니다.
Right, so the 2024 Busan International Performing Arts Market, an event where performing arts works are traded and enjoyed, will kick off on October the 4th. The event will be held at various locations in Busan and feature performances with around 300 domestic and international industry figures participating.
네, 부산시가 동물보호법 개정에 따라서 맹견 사육 허가제를 시행합니다. 반려견에 대한 안전관리 강화를 위해서 맹견을 사육하려는 사람은 일정 요건을 갖추고 시도지사에게 허가를 받도록 하는 제도인데요. 이에 따라서 기존 맹견 소유자는 오는 26일까지 맹견 사육 허가를 받아야 하고요. 또 새로 맹견을 사육하는 경우에는 소유권을 취득한 날로부터 30일 이내에 맹견 사육 허가 신청을 해야 합니다. 이후에 전문가로 구성된 기질평가위원회의 기질평가를 거쳐서 공격성이 낮다고 평가받은 경우 맹견 사육이 허가됩니다.
In line with the amended Animal Protection Act, Busan City has introduced a dangerous dog breeding permit system to strengthen safety regulations for keeping such dogs. Current dangerous dog owners must obtain a permit by October the 26th, and new owners must apply within 30 days of acquiring a dog. Only dogs deemed non-aggressive after a temperament evaluation will be allowed.
네, 자 오랜만에 오늘은 하고 날짜를 얘기하는 것 같은데요. 오늘은 10월 2일 노인의 날입니다. 네, 오늘 오전 시청 대강당에서 박형준 시장과 안성민 시의회 의장, 한윤수 교육감, 노인단체, 시민 등 700여 명이 참석한 가운데 제28회 노인의 날 기념식도 열렸습니다. 유공자 시상과 100세 어르신 기념품 전달, 또 조손가정 생활지원금 전달, 축하 공연 순으로 진행됐습니다. 부산시는 노인복지 향상에 기여한 18명에게 보건복지부 장관과 시장 표창을 수여했습니다.
Right, so Busan City held a ceremony today to celebrate the 28th Senior Citizens Day, attended by around 700 people. Now, the event included awards for contributions to senior welfare, gifts for centenarians, and financial support for grandparent-led families.
네, 노인의 날 10월 2일인데 노인에 대한 사회적 관심과 공경의식을 높이기 위해서 만든 기념일이죠. 이와 함께 10월을 또 경로의 달로 지정하고 있습니다. 1997년 처음으로 보건복지부에서 법정 기념일로 노인의 날을 제정했는데 원래 노인의 날은 국제연합이 91년에 지정한 10월 1일 국제 노인의 날로 맞추려고 했는데 우리나라는 국군의 날하고 겹치잖아요. 그래서 그 다음 날인 10월 2일로 기념일을 정했습니다.
Alright.
네. 자, 속담도 그래서 오늘은 이거 힌트가 되네요. 방금 얘기했던 것과 관련한 힌트를 준비했습니다.
그래요?
네, 힌트가 너무 많은데 자 빈칸을 맞히는
오케이.
시간입니다. 네, 속담. 가을 더위와 누구의 건강?
노인의 건강?
아우, 딩동댕.
That was so easy.
네, 가을 더위와 노인의 건강. 이 말은요, 가을의 더위와 노인의 건강은 오래가지 못한다는 뜻이에요. 어떻게 보면 조금 우리 또 부모님과 할아버지 할머니 생각이 또 나는 속담이기도 하고 또 미래 우리의 모습이기도 하죠. 계절이 자연스럽게 변하고 또 세월이 쌓이면서 우리도 사실 어제보다는 하루 더 노인에 가까워진 거잖아요. 젊긴 하지만 그렇게 노인으로 나도 향하고 있다. 누구나 다 이렇게 변화를 겪고 있다는 생각을 하고 있으면 세대 간의 갈등도 좀 줄이고 또 노화도 자연스럽게 받아들일 수 있는 방법이 아닐까 외치며 내일 뵙겠습니다.
All right, thank you so much for coming in today, giving us news updates and all. Before you go, 홍당당, we have chosen our today's text topic.
정해졌나요?
오늘의 문자 주제가
네.
썸머님이 제안해 주셨는데요.
오.
여러분이 가장 좋아하는 영화와 그 이유를 알려주세요. Tell us your favorite movie and the reason.
정말 많은데.
Is it a Korean movie,
하나만.
홍당당?
저는 포레스트 검프 영화.
Okay, why?
네. 일단 제일 처음에 깃털이 날리는 장면이 나왔는데 그때
오케이.
극장에서 굉장히 오래전에 봤는데 깃털이 처음 나올 때 그 피아노 음악으로 딴딴딴딴딴 그 주제곡이 너무 좋은 거예요.
그게 꽂혔어요.
네. 그래서 그 메모지가 있었는데요. 그걸
네.
받아 적었어요.
영화관 영화 볼 때 메모지 들고 다니세요?
그때 가방에 있었어요.
오.
그 곡이 너무 좋아서.
와우.
그래서 그 음을 이렇게
뭔가 아티스트 같아요.
아티스트 꿈이었어요. 저 모든 악기를 다 좋아한다고 했잖아요.
와우.
연주하는 거.
네, I'm thinking like a 작가 아티스트.
네. 그래서
네.
그걸 적어와서 그대로 이렇게 막 나중에 악보도 나오고 OST 나오더라고요.
네.
그래서 저 똑같이 연주할 수 있어요.
와우, 오케이. 그러면
이거 증명이 안 되니까 많이 얘기해야지.
언제 한번 초대를 해야 되겠네요.
언제?
악기 이제 렌트를
우리
해가지고.
스튜디오에 몇 피아노도 없어서 참 좋네요.
키보드 어딘가에서 본 것 같은데요.
없어요.
We have instruments here in the studio somewhere.
네, 예전의 일입니다.
네, wow, that's awesome. Okay.
네, 포레스트 검프 보면 막 뛰다가 갑자기 멈추면 그 뒤에 사람들이 또 같이 멈추고 그리고 뭐 새우잡이도 하고 막 여러 가지를 다 하는데도
네.
그냥 톰 행크스는 그 모습 그대로 있는 것 같은 느낌이 드는 거예요. 그래서 인생에서 내가 좀 실수하고 어떤 경험에 어떤 경로를 지나더라도 뭐 그렇게 실패 아니다 이런 위로를 받았던 것 같아요.
Just keep on moving.
네.
Yeah, you can do it.
네.
감사합니다. Thank you, 홍당당. We'll see you tomorrow.
감사합니다.
All right, that was 홍당당 with us for Busan Is. Also, let us know of your favorite movie of all time, and why that is. Benny Nim with a text saying, all time for me, for animation, Monsters, Inc. and Cars. Cars. Action comedy is the Rush Hour franchise. Ooh, nice one, Benny. I like the Rush Hour movies as well. Okay, so yeah. What is your favorite movie and why? For Korean movies, Benny Nim also said Train to Busan. So I guess Benny Nim cannot choose an all-time favorite movie. That's totally fine. I totally understand you. So you can give me your favorite Korean movie, favorite action movie, just like what Benny Nim did. That's totally understandable and okay. 범죄도시 franchise, 공조. Ooh, 공조 2. Nice. Okay. I like action movies as well. And I guess documentary style drama movies as well. And Cake Like Tunim also said 아무도 모른다. It was so heartbreaking and sad as to the reason why they like this movie. Oh, nice. Keep those messages coming in. Keep them coming in. We'll take a quick song break and we'll be right back. This is Episode by 이무진.
나는 말야 버릇이 하나 있어 그건 매일 잠에 들 시간마다 잘 모아둔 기억 조각들 중 잡히는 걸 집어넣어 혼자 조용히 꼼꼼해 이걸 난 공상이란 이름으로 졌어 고민하다가 아무튼 뭐 오늘은 하필이면 너가 스쳐버려서 우리였을 대로 우리 정말 좋았던 그대로 우리의 에피소드가 찬란하게 막을 연다 내겨오는 너의 집 앞 첫 데이트가 끝난 둘만의 에피소드가 참 예쁜 얘기로 시작 자작자작 조심스러운 대화 그새 늦은 시간 Goodbye 좋은 뜻일 뿐인 Goodbye We don't have to smile 이게 이 스토리에서 막 눈 내리던 그 밤 겨울 향이 배어서 더 눈부신 우리의 에피소드다 매일이 마지막인 듯이 함께라면 어디든지 사랑이란 걸 끝도 없이 주고받고 나눴어 그치 서로만 있은 마음이 시릴 날이 없던 우리 넌 oasis 내겐 마치 근데 있잖아 별 소용없다 생각만 해도 행복한 순간들은 말야 모른 척해도 결국엔 이건 끝을 봤던 에피소드 점점 우리의 에피소드가 결말에 가까워져가 굿 엔딩이다 크레딧은 너와 나 둘만의 에피소드가 참 쓸쓸한 끝을 맞아 두 주인공의 서글픈 마지막 결국 건넨 인사 Goodbye 너무 아픈 이별의 Goodbye 눈물이 뺨을 스쳐도 쭉가니까 이 미소 애써 웃고 있어 우린 서로를 보며 정같던 미소로 안녕 웃으며 안녕 눈 뜨면 에필로그다 침대에 기대어 혼자 펑펑 울고 있는 나 이 공상 밖에 난 둘만의 에피소드 1 전혀 다른 모습 난 그날 돌아서지 말았어야 했다 널 안았어야 했다 그 밤 눈꽃이 널 덮은 그 밤의 하늘 이즘과 함께 잃었던 따스함 춥게 눈을 뜬다 겨울 밤이 되어서 맞이 안녕이 우리의 에피소드다
Time for DJ David's Journal. Dear Diary, although Chuseok just passed, this year's Chuseok will be remembered for its unusually hot weather. It was the hottest on record, which felt strange since Chuseok is typically an autumn holiday. It's a time to share the harvest and give thanks to ancestors, but this year it felt more like summer. Why was it so hot during Chuseok? Well, the answer is clear. Global warming caused by environmental pollution. All around the world, we're seeing natural disasters linked to global warming. And recently, in the Himalayas, glaciers collapsed, causing floods and loss of life. Polar bears are also severely impacted by the melting sea ice, which is their primary habitat. And scientists warn that if these trends continue, polar bears could face extinction by the end of this century. In response to these growing environmental concerns, a new trend called MZeco has emerged. It combines the MZ generation with ECO, highlighting the younger generation's commitment to environmental values and protection. Motivated by their first-hand experience of the climate crisis, this generation is leading eco-friendly movements like sustainable consumption, plogging, and a zero-waste challenge, encouraging others to join in. Companies are also adapting, reducing plastic, using eco-friendly materials, and promoting recyclable products, all aimed at appealing to its environmentally conscious generation. And after this hot Chuseok, an extreme cold winter is predicted. To avoid future Chuseoks and unbearable heat or harsh winters, we need to embrace the MZ eco mindset. The thought of a freezing winter ahead already feels daunting. Yes. So that was David's journal, our little segment to engage in conversations. But I am also reading out messages with regards to today's text topic. Your all-time favorite movie and why that is your favorite movie. Let's see. Train to Busan. I read that one. 지금 생각나는 영화는 Point Break, The Blind Side. According to Everlasting Arms님. Let's see. I don't think I've seen those movies, or maybe I just don't recall. Summer님, 저도 좋아하는 영화가 너무 많지만 Begin Again 제일 좋아해요. 그 영화 때문에 뉴욕을 여행하게 되었고 지금도 그 영화 음악만 들으면 가슴이 콩닥콩닥 여행하는 기분이 들어요. Yeah, you know those movies that make you want to visit a certain country, a certain city, just because of the beautiful scenery that the camera's captured, the movie portrayed. You really want to check it out. Yeah, what is that movie to you? And Summer님, Begin Again. I think it's an old movie, isn't it? Oh, yeah. 프랑스 영화 중에 아멜리아 영화 좋아해요. 일단 OST가 너무 좋고 according to 김예림님 색감도 그림 같고 좋아요. 혼자 파리 여행 갔을 때 영화상에 아멜리아가 일했던 카페도 갔었어요. Awesome. That is so cool. Thank you, 예림님, for the text message. All right, keep those messages coming in. We'll take a quick break and go right into our next segment. Don't go anywhere.
You are now listening to For Your Busan with David Kim. Stay tuned every day from 4:05 to 6 p.m. for more.
We have Dr. Whatabu in the studio for Whatabu time. How you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Good.
No, it's much cooler outside.
It's the air is very crisp and I like it.
I love it.
I actually had a jacket on, but with the jacket on, it got hot, so I took it off. But outside, it's nice to have a jacket on. But when you take a brisk walk, it's not cold enough yet for that.
No.
Yeah.
But at the Centum City, I feel it's very lively with the film festival kicking off.
There's so many people here, aren't there? For BIF, first of all. But then if you go up to maybe over the weekend, there's going to be the rock festival in the Sasanggu area. So a lot of things happening.
Lots of events happening. So Busan is a hot place to be.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
This month of October, lots to see, lots to check out. So if you are in Busan, maybe because of the holiday, maybe for the weekend trip, you came at the right time.
Yeah, it's a perfect timing.
Exactly. Well, you're here for Whatabu Busan.
What up, Busan? What's that?
Whatabu.
Yeah.
Whatabu. I was going to say Whatabel by accident, but it's not Whatabel. It's work-life Busan relationship. Right.
Okay, so today we are diving into a topic that many employees can relate to at this time of the year. Company workshops.
Oh. Is it a lot of those happening?
Yeah, autumn is the season for that. And with the arrival of autumn, many companies are organizing workshops, which can be both exciting but somewhat stressful for those responsible for planning it.
Yeah. So many company workshops can be, I guess, a debatable topic as people have mixed feelings about them.
Yeah.
And I guess they can be a lot of fun, but for people in charge of organizing them, it could be a major source of stress.
Yeah, also, if you're the kind of person who likes mingling with the crowd and if you enjoy outings, it can be great fun. But
sure.
if you're like 집돌이, 집순이,
it can be a little stressful. Right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Event organizers, if you are a professional event organizer, it's a breeze. But if you're someone who's doing other work on top of organizing an event, it can be very hectic, very confusing sometimes, and stressful.
And if you're an introverted person, then
you have to make all those calls, even meet them in person, and you just don't want to deal with that. It can be very stressful.
So we've received a couple of listener stories that highlight some of the challenges employees face when it comes to these workshops.
Okay, let's jump into the first one. Okay, so I have the story.
I'll read the story, but why don't you introduce the story?
Okay, so this first story comes from Jane, who recently started working in the management department of a medium-sized company with about 100 employees. So please read this one for us.
Okay, I'll read this one. Okay. Hello, I recently joined the management department of a company with around 100 employees. We have a 2-day, 1-night workshop coming up, and our department of 4 people is responsible for all the preparations. We are in charge of everything from buying groceries and preparing meals like barbecue and drinks, to managing transportation and overseeing the entire event schedule from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the first day. Even after the official events end at 9 p.m., we've been told to let the employees socialize as long as they want. It seems like they will be drinking until the early morning hours. And we were instructed not to sleep until midnight in case anything goes wrong. We are also sharing rooms with 4 other people, so there is no chance for real rest. I just don't know how I will manage. Is it normal for people in the management or HR departments to work non-stop like this during a workshop? We are basically working over 12 hours straight, and then they are asking us to stay up until midnight. It's overwhelming.
Yikes. It does sound pretty overwhelming with a lot of
tough.
work to prepare, and then you have to stay up. You can't even sleep.
Yeah, and then I can imagine like some people will be staying up until like wee hour in the morning drinking soju.
Oh no, yeah, it's definitely a tough situation to be in. Because organizing a workshop for that many people it's not a small task.
No.
You would need a big conference hall or something like that, right?
Exactly. It sounds like they are expected to handle every detail from start to finish. Even like staying awake late into the night. It kind of reminds me of a school field trips where teachers go around to check on students.
Right. I feel like people who are organizing the workshops need a workshop.
Yeah,
they need a workshop on how to create efficient organizing of the workshop.
Exactly.
Because, it all comes from, practice and experience. But if you've never done it before, that in itself can be a huge challenge. It's like climbing the Mount Everest if you've never climbed mountains before, and it'd be lucky for you to get up.
I mean, I wouldn't want to do this.
Right. So what kind of advice would you give to someone in this situation?
I think it's important to set some boundaries when it comes to these kind of events. While workshops are meant to be a team-building opportunity, the organizers should also be able to participate and get some rest. And maybe they could talk to their manager about delegating some of the tasks, or at least ensuring that they have time to rest and take breaks in between. It's unrealistic to expect anyone to work from morning until midnight without a break, especially over 2 days. It's not fair.
Even if you were to get paid more, I wouldn't do it because because you are risking your health as well.
It's almost like a workplace harassment.
Pretty much, yeah. It's too much work. Definitely about finding a balance between making sure the event runs smoothly and also taking care of their health.
Exactly.
And if that balance isn't there, it's easy to burn out.
I can. I agree, definitely. We have another story comes from an employee who's feeling stressed out about upcoming workshop. Particularly because of the group dynamics.
Okay.
Could you read this one for us?
All right. So here's what they wrote. I find it really hard to participate in group activities and the thought of the upcoming workshop is stressing me out. Sharing a room with colleagues, doing activities like hiking and participating in social events just feels overwhelming. I'm not really comfortable in these kinds of situations, and I'm dreading it.
Oh, I can definitely understand where this person is coming from. I mean, for some people, the idea of group workshop with lots of social activities can be really anxiety-inducing, especially if they are more introverted and just prefer their own space. Like in my case, I prefer my own bed, and I like staying in my own room, you know.
So if you go on these workshops and stuff, do you have to sleep with other people?
Yeah.
In the same room?
Well, some companies.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially like medium-sized company.
Tight budget, huh?
Yeah, medium-sized company, smaller.
I would rather go to like a guest house and have my own room. You know, if the budget is the issue.
Yeah.
Like, just give me my own room. Right. But yeah, the pressure to socialize, especially if you are an introvert, also to share a room, also to join on group activities and hiking and all these other things, it can drain, it can be a lot on certain people. So what kind of advice would you give to this listener?
Well, it's important for the employee to communicate their concerns early on. Sometimes accommodations can be made, like getting a private room or skipping certain activities if you don't feel up for it. But it's also worth noting that by participating in some activities, you might discover new experiences, even enjoy yourself. I mean, you don't know until you try it. It could be a great chance to step out of your comfort zone. I would encourage their listener to approach the workshop with a more open mind and see if they can find some fun in it, you know.
Okay, but it can be definitely a challenge. It's something that they have to challenge themselves first. I feel like you have to get out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done, I feel like, for many people, especially if you're an introvert. But it's a great point. You never know until you try. So stepping out of that comfort zone can lead to unexpected positive experiences. And like you said, taking time for yourself when needed is still important, but finding a balance between participating and taking breaks can really help make the most of the workshop.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you're dreading to try something, and then once you try it, you see, like, you're surprised by your own reaction.
Sure.
Oh,
Yeah. So you have to really have an open mindset when it comes to trying these things out. And I guess if you are also, I know a lot of young students these days, they don't know what they want to do when they graduate, and they're wondering if they should get into a company, to work for a company, or have their own business, or join a startup company. One thing, this kind of topic should also be discussed with the young folks as well.
Oh, yeah.
Would you be okay going to workshops with company people?
Oh, that's
with
a
your
good
coworkers?
idea. So prepare themselves.
Yeah, because if they consider themselves as super introverts and not a team player, maybe, working for a big company may not be for them.
No.
Right.
And the workshops are meant to bring people together.
Sure.
Not the opposite. But they shouldn't be, they shouldn't be something that causes undue stress. No?
Yeah. But like you mentioned as well, through and through, it takes challenge.
Yeah.
You have to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone, especially when it involves working with other people.
Yeah. These challenges, it's never ending, right?
Yeah.
Even at my age, at your age, we still have a lot of new things to experience and
For
try.
sure. Yeah. So it's not just about workshops. This is about anything in life.
In life, in general.
For sure. All right. Well, any last bit of advice or message before we end it?
So remember that it's okay to speak up if you're feeling overwhelmed or uncomfortable. And setting boundaries and finding ways to balance participation with self-care is really important. So you need to put yourself first.
And maybe one quick tip before maybe you took the advice and decided to go to these workshops with an open mind, with an open heart. Before you do that, make sure you are in a good state before you do that.
Yeah.
So like, get enough sleep. Eat what you love. I don't know, do what you like to do, like watch a favorite movie.
Pamper yourself.
Pamper yourself, exactly. And then make sure you're in the right mood, the right mode before you engage in something that you're not comfortable with.
And try to see positive aspects
Yeah,
in these
for
things.
sure.
Yeah.
Great tips overall. Thank you for today's segment,
It's
Jennifer.
always enjoyable. Thank you.
Yeah, we had a message from Ponim saying, Jennifer, 친절하고 나처럼 내향형이실 것 같고 교양 있는 분일 것 같은.
감사합니다. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm more towards I.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. You are one of those, you're like me. We're both socially E. Yeah. After all this laugh, I'll be like, that was hard. Kidding. We've had 고수님 also. 포님, 저도 그렇습니다. So a lot of people are kind of like, we're on the same mindset, on the same page here. Before you leave, though, I have a quick question for you. We're talking about I'm reading out messages with regards to today's text topic. Your favorite movie of all time?
I knew you were going to ask me that question.
So you're prepared.
Oh no, not at all. Because I cannot really pinpoint one favorite movie.
How about your favorite action movie, favorite genre? Pick a genre and tell me that favorite movie.
You know what? When I was younger, when I was little, like when I was a teenager, I enjoyed horror movies. But now I cannot imagine seeing these horror movies.
Does it scare you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But nowadays, I like lighthearted films.
I'm opposite. I couldn't watch horror movies, but now I love watching horror movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have to cover my eyes.
No, I'm just like, wow, what's coming next? I'm like, is it a scare? Is it like a jump scare? Is it what kind of horror movie? I like. Yeah.
But I like exotic films. I like Indian movies.
Indian movies.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing and singing and dancing. It always makes me feel
Bollywood?
good. Yeah, Bollywood films.
Oh, wow. If you have one, let us know next time. Recommend one for all of us.
I will.
All right, we have a song requested by 고수님. We're going to listen to this to wrap up the first hour. We'll be back at 5. Don't go anywhere. Bye, Jennifer. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
We'll listen to How Long Will I Love You by John Bowden. About Time, OST, requested by 고수님. See you at 5, guys.
How long will I love you? As long as stars are above you. Longer if I can. How long will I need you? As long as the seasons meet to follow their plan. How long will I be with you? As long as the sea is bound to wash upon the sand. How long will I want you? As long as you want me to. And long goodbye far. How long will I hold you? As long as your father told you. As long as you are. How long will I give to you? As long as I live to you. However long you say. How long will I love you?
Your bridge to the world. BEFM 부산 영어방송.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로 하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산 글로벌 도시재단 대표이사 전용호입니다. 부산은 대한민국의 굳건한 성장 동력으로서 물류, 금융, 영상, 관광, 문화, 디지털, 첨단 산업의 중심지인 글로벌 허브 도시로 나아가고 있습니다. 이를 위해 부산 글로벌 도시재단은 부산을 대표하는 도시 외교의 플랫폼을 지향합니다. 세계 평화도시 부산의 브랜드를 강화하는 부산 UN 위크와 부산 글로벌 도시 포럼, 유라시아 도시 외교단, 개발협력 포럼, 그리고 세계 시민축제는 부산의 소프트 파워의 상징으로 자리매김하고 있습니다. 부산 영어방송도 시민과 함께 영어하기 편한 도시, 세계와 경쟁하며 더불어 살아가는 부산을 만들어가겠습니다. 시민이 행복한 글로벌 허브 도시 부산, 부산 글로벌 도시재단이 함께합니다.
During the hot summer season, typhoons can make landfall here in Korea unexpectedly. To prepare for this type of situation, please follow these guidelines. First, close all doors and windows and stay inside. Listen to your radio or tune into your TV for more information and keep your weather radio handy.
태풍은 내일 새벽 3시.
Avoid dangerous places such as flood-prone areas and landslide hazard areas. Turn off all utilities such as gas and appliances. Do not go near construction sites or any hazardous areas where you may get swept away by rapids. Let's keep these things in mind so that we can all have a safe, hot summer season. This is brought to you by BFM 부산 영어방송.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
That's it. 포열 부산 아닙니까? There you go.
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
You're absolutely right.
포열 부산.
Perfect.
포열 부산.
Yes.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan with me, David Kim.
Hi guys, this is Jenny, and yes, we got our new guest. So let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hi, my name is Subin. S-O-O-B-E-E-N. I'm 27 and the Korean age is 28. I had worked as a practical training at City Hall. Now I go to work at Busan Jingu office. It's meaningful and great to be able to appear on Busan English Broadcasting.
All right. Such a pleasure to have you here today. Then how did you get to know about this BFM?
While working as a practical training, I got to know team leader Bae Hong-gon, and he introduced me Busan English Broadcasting.
Oh, wow. So, Hong-kwon-nim, he was your team leader.
Right.
And he introduced you this BEFM, and now you're speaking in the studio.
Yes, thank you, Hong-gon.
All right. Okay, so that's how you've got to know about this BEFM. And then I also want to ask you, how did you get to learn English?
Actually, I learned English naturally because when I was in 3rd grade in elementary school, I had to take English course.
Right.
Yeah, I always look forward to my English native teacher's class. That class was new and interesting. I used to talk to the teacher and write a card for him.
Oh, wow. So that's how you've got to learn English. Like, you naturally learned English because you had to take the English course in elementary school, like when you were in 3rd grade. And also, you wrote a card to your foreign teacher.
Yes, I love it.
Okay. So that's how you've got to learn English. Then I also want to ask you, since you have learned English, were there any moments like you felt proud of yourself or maybe finding it beneficial through speaking English?
When I went to Canada, a Korean lady bought a maple latte.
Oh.
She told me maybe she paid twice because she got a payment text twice. And she wanted to check this by staff, but she can't speak English. So I asked that to staff instead of her and solved the problem.
Wow.
Then I was quite proud of myself. Also, when I was working at Nike in Lotte department, there is a lot of foreigners. Japanese, Chinese, Taiwanese, American, French. I told to all of them in English and sold shoes to them. It was also a proud and interesting experience.
Yes, absolutely. You should be proud of yourself. Like when you stayed in Canada, you helped a lady, a Korean lady, to speak to the staff, right?
Yeah.
All right. So that's when you felt proud of yourself. Then I also want to ask you, are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
Actually, I don't speak English very well, so it's a little bit shy to share my English tip. Maybe we can find the English tip from watching and listening the Busan English Broadcasting.
Yay! That's right!
Nowadays, I watch Netflix without Korean subtitles. Listen to it in English first, pause the screen, and check it with Korean subtitles. It kind of helps, but I don't do it too much times.
Okay.
Because I want to watch all episodes as soon as possible. Unfortunately, I don't have much patience.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing your little tips. Thank you so much. Then this will going to be our very last question and the most important question for you. I wonder what lies ahead for your English journey in the future?
One of my life goals is to make various friends around the world. I want to know their cultures and also share Korean culture with them. That's very interesting to me. And English is a key of this goal because it is the world official language. So I will continue to study English.
Yes, absolutely. Like as you said, since the English is the global language, you have to, keep practicing and learn them to communicate with this whole world, right?
Right.
Yes, and I'm sure you can make it.
Thank you.
All right, listeners. So this was all about today's interview with Subin-nim. And once again, thank you so much for joining in today's interview. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys.
All right, then see you next week and goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you, Jenny, for the awesome interview. And she interviewed Yoon Subin-nim. That's Soobin. Right? A great way to introduce your name. 27-year-old trainee at Busan City Hall shared her experiences with learning English during the interview. She first learned about BEFM through her team leader, and she started learning English in 3rd grade and fondly remembers her native English teacher's classes. And she recalled moments of pride when she helped a Korean traveler in Canada with a payment issue, communicated with international customers while working at a shoe store company. And for studying tips, she suggested watching things on OTT without subtitles to improve English, though she admits to being impatient with it as well. Her long-term goal is to make friends from all around the world, exchange cultural knowledge, with English as the key to achieving this. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much for the interview. You're tuned into For Your Busan. The time is now 5:07 in the afternoon. I'm reading out messages that were sent in by our listeners who are replying back to the text topic of today. Your all-time favorite movie and why? Lots of people have sent in their favorite movies. We've had Haeun Park님 saying 90년대 나왔던 음식 남녀 다시 보고 싶어요. Eat, Drink, Man, Woman is the title. I've never heard of that movie. There's so many movies that I've never heard of. So I'm going to make a note of all these movies and read the synopsis and maybe even watch them myself. We've got, let's see. 니모를 찾아서 제가 좋아하는 만화 영화예요. 도리가 참 좋았어요. 최윤정님. I enjoyed watching Finding Nemo as well. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Dory, right? That's Dory. Dory. Dory 이름도 너무 귀여운 것 같아요. I like that name. Dory sometimes reminds me of a person here at BFM, actually. I won't say who, but it just sometimes reminds me of this particular someone.
Why?
That we just the way she talks.
It's a she. Okay.
Yeah, it's just the way she talks. I don't know why. Because she has this. Yeah, I'm not gonna even say. I'm gonna stop because they might get offended. Keep those messages coming in. What other movies do you guys like? 죽은 시인의 사회, Dead Poet Society, right? 최윤정님 also said, 좋았다고 했습니다. All right. Let me see. 일본 영화 릴리 슈슈의 모든 것도 엄청 좋았는데요. I wish I could know the English title for that Lily Shushu. Wonder what that movie's about. Okay. Any other movies? Let me know. Okay. Well, no, 스티브는 아니고요. 여자인데요. 이걸 말하면은 안 좋을 것 같아. By Fitz and no, we're not. We're gonna listen to another song requested by our listener, Summer님. No One Else Like You by Adam Levine. It's the Begin Again OST.
Tune in to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Hosted by David Kim, airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby-dooby bum para, zooby-dooby ba-dum-bum. Zooby-dooby 낮에 큐파가 스톱했만.
Zooby-dooby bum para.
It's time for Zooby Dooby, which means it is time for a quiz. And if you participate and get selected as a winner, you could win a pizza 한판 coupon. Right, that's right. You could win a pizza coupon to order whatever pizza you want if you win. And every day we have different themed quizzes. One day might be you guessing a city, a famous person, me eating delicious food and you have to guess the food I'm eating. Today, well, you have to give me a Saturday translation of a particular phrase or word. Because Busan's dialect is a unique charm of Busan city. And we all want to know and learn more about Busan's dialect. And so if you are someone familiar with Busan's dialect, you have an edge here. You have the upper hand. And so if you know many versions on how to translate it into Busan dialect, send as many as you can because that will up your chance of winning today's quiz of changing a phrase into Busan 사투리. So today, we're going to translate this phrase. 너가 최고야. 너밖에 없어. In English, you would say, you the best. What would I do without you? You're a legend, man. You're a legend, bro. 이 표현을 부산 사투리로 어떻게 바꿀까요? 부산 사투리 버전으로 알려주세요. Tell us. Text me at pound 9050 shop 9050. It'll cost you 101 a Kakao Talk message or YouTube Live. Phone him already with some good suggestions. 니 좀 친해? That's a nice one. I actually heard this expression from a friend of mine. We're eating something really delicious. And then he said, 와, 이 집 좀 친해? That's what he said. And I'm like, what do you mean, 친해? And he said, oh, 진짜 잘한다고요. That's what he said. And I'm like, I guess you could use this to a person too, ponem. Am I right? Okay. And also said, 네가 대빵이다. 아니. 네가 대빵이다. 네 없으면 어쩔 뻔했노. 네밖에 없대. Nice. So many good ones. 뭘 치는지. Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I said when my friends say, 이제 좀 치는. I'm like, what do you mean? Hit what? But it just means like you're the best. Apparently, that's what the 사투리 is. Keep those messages coming in. We'll take a quick song break and we'll be right back. Do we have another requested song, Jang PD? Okay, we're gonna just go with the hand clap song by Fitz and the Tantrums. We'll be right back. Hand clap by Fitz and the Tantrums. 듣고 왔습니다. We're in the middle of our quiz where I am reading out your 사투리 translations of You the best. What would I do without you? You're a legend. 너가 최고야. 너밖에 없어. 이거를 사투리로 어떻게 말할 수 있을까요? Lots of messages have come in as we were listening to the song 네가 제일 낫다. 네가 제일 낫다. 펭귄님 said. We've had 6073번이 saying 와, 마 이거면 끝. 이거면 끝. Yes. 네가 대박이다. Said 최윤정님. Well, I said something else, but made it softer. Lee Kelly님 also said, well, I don't know why 오빠 is in there, but 너무 까리한 거 아이가? I'm not gonna say 오빠. Come on, give me a break. I could say 누나 너무 까리한 거. I could say that. Yeah. Hope my friends taught me correctly this time. Yeah, they taught you correctly except for the 오빠 part. I don't think you should call anyone 오빠, 안은교님. Take out the 오빠 part and just say replace it with maybe 누나. 누나 너무 까리한 거 아이가? Sure, why not? That's a good one. Oh, it was a girl who said that to you. Gotcha. That explains it all then. Ooh, you the boss. There we go. You the boss. You are legend. Yes. 네가 최고야를 햇빛네 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 고수님 said 햇빛네 어떻게 해야 되나요? 어떻게 이 액센트를 햇빛네 햇빛네
했다 이 말이야.
You did it.
You 했다. 해냈다.
해냈네. 햇빛다마. 햇빛네. You 햇빛네. 고수님이 햇빛네. 데이빗이 햇빛네. 짬비리 햇빛네. Great stuff. All right, we'll take another song break and we'll be right back. This is Upside Down by 18s. Oh wait, different song. 못 햇빛네, David. My Best by 허각 and 존박.
너의 눈물을 알아 지친 모습도 알아 길었던 네 그림자와 나란히 한 길을 걸었던 나야 깊은 한숨을 알아 이제 괜찮아 내가 있어 힘이 들 때 당당하게 늘 다시 일어나 또 웃고 있는 너 늘 지켜본 나야 누구보다 강한 팔과 빠른 다리가 있고 누구라도 맞선다면 이겨내는 용기를 가진 너 사랑스러운 너의 모습 네 웃음이 생각나 그게 바로 너 아름다운 너야 세상을 모두 가져갈 주인공은 그래 바로 너뿐이야 가슴 터지게 달려 숨이 턱까지 차오를 때 쏟아지는 눈빛 속에 메아리 퍼지는 잃었던 이름에 너를 만날 거야 누구보다 강한 팔과 빠른 다리가 있고 누구라도 맞선다면 이겨내는 용기를 가진 너 사랑스러운 너의 모습 네 웃음이 생각나 그게 바로 너 아름다운 널 사랑해 한 방울 한 방울 흘린 땀들이 너를 믿어줄 거야 널 안아줄 거야 널 지켜줄 거야 누구보다 멋진 꿈과 넓은 가슴 가진 너 누구라도 뒤로 물러서지 않을 믿음 가진 너 넘어지고 쓰러져도 마지막에 웃는 건 그게 바로 너 아름다운 너야 세상을 다 후회하는
That was My Best by Hogak and Jombak. Welcome back. We're in the middle of our quiz, reading out Busan 사투리 translations of 너가 최고야, 너밖에 없어. You the best. What would I do without you? Why are you laughing? Melissa's next to me. I don't know why she's just burst out laughing for, but now I'm laughing. Yeah, I can't stop the laughter. Lots of people have tuned in. I see some new people tuning in. We had 주현이님. 안녕하세요. 잘 보고 있습니다. 반갑습니다. Welcome to the show. And YK Coco님 as well. YK Coco님 tuning in. Welcome guys. I really like the 햇빛다 one. 햇빛다 one. I'm going to use it a lot now. 햇빛다. I'm going to have to 햇빛다 with this segment as well by ending it and announcing the winner. We're going to give away 피자 쿠폰 to 4250번님 축하드립니다. You 햇빛다 man. Does that even make sense? 그렇게 해도 돼요. 그렇군요. 햇빛다 했습니다. 4250번님. Let's see. 니삐 없다. 조연철님. Last few messages coming in as well. All right. Okay, let's get on with the show. We'll go right into our next segment because Melissa is here for Busan 친구 Talk.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
In the studio, she's got the same haircut and style with the same dress. Oh, no, never mind. Not the same dress.
Gee, thanks, David. Yeah. But, actually, if I got my hair cut, you wouldn't notice.
Oh, did you cut your hair?
Did I? Or didn't I?
Maybe
dun,
just
dun,
trimmed
dun.
it. 조금 정리 정도만 했나요?
Plot thickens, right? I didn't. But if I did, you wouldn't notice.
Yeah,
because it's
probably.
always in a bun.
It's always the same style.
That's how it works.
How are you
That's
doing?
how I roll. I am very good.
Very good. Good to hear that.
Yes.
You liking the change in the atmosphere, the season?
No. That part, no. I don't actually like fall or autumn. Yes, I don't like it because it means winter's coming, and winter is the worst.
Yeah.
I don't like winter.
Winter's cold.
Gray, dark,
depressing.
Even though in Busan it's actually not that cold, gray, dark,
No
or
snow.
depressing.
Yeah.
We don't have snow, which is very pleasant. But, I'm a summer girl. I love summer. I love heat,
summer too.
sun.
Yeah. I actually never minded the humid temperatures, but anyway.
Yeah, because we have air conditioning, right? It's
That
really
is
easy
true.
to escape it. If we didn't have that, maybe we would hate summer more.
We'll be struggling and living in the bathroom all day long. Taking showers.
Okay. I mean, I don't want to judge how you live your life if you want to stay in the bathroom doing, whatever. But, okay, yes,
All
taking
right.
showers.
Yeah, Drift Monkey Name saying winter is best. So, yeah, we all have different wants and needs.
Yes.
With temperatures.
Definitely.
But we're here for Busan 친구 Talk because it's all about ridiculous controversies and listeners might be curious why that is.
Yes. In this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, throughout the segment, we want your views.
Yes, if you have Peg One, you can message in by sending it to pound 9050 샵 9050. But for free, you can also join us live on YouTube as we are streaming live right now. Come join in on the fun and say hi there. Or a Kakao Talk message. Add us as a friend, 부산영어방송, and chat with us there.
Yes, absolutely. And so we already had some messages from Pengsu Appa-nim saying that they like spring and autumn because they can write songs. Yes. Like boom, boom이 왔어요. I don't know the other words.
Yeah, boom, 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 boom. Let's move on.
Maybe you don't want us to
neither
sing.
Neither of us are singers.
Yes. Okay, so for all of us older than Gen Z, we sometimes might feel a little out of the loop because of current trends like music, fashion, and especially vocabulary. You know, like for example, here in Korea, when I first got here, everyone said asa all the time. But now I haven't heard asa in years.
You know, asa means like...
Awesome.
No.
I'm awesome.
Asa means, if you use asa now, it means you're not in with the trend.
Right? Because it's outdated.
Yeah.
So words change.
Yes, it does. They evolve.
Yes.
They change.
And so, you know, there's a certain point where it's just exhausting to try to keep up with all the new trendy words, you know, like Riz. You know, for charisma. But did you know Riz for charisma was actually trendy slang back in the day of our grandparents?
Oh.
Yeah, it was. So today, I'd like to turn back the clock and either remind or enlighten you all on how to talk like the olden days.
Oh, the good old days.
Yep. David, have you ever dreamed of talking like a grandfather?
Nope.
Well, today we're going to make it happen. Like it or not, it's happening.
Just like Riz, how you said it used to be used a long time ago. It's kind of like fashion.
Yes.
They come and go.
Everything comes back around, right?
Yeah,
it's a big circle.
All right. So, what words are you going to be talking about today?
Okay, so David and listeners, let me know if you recognize any of these or if you can think of any grandmotherly or grandfatherly words, especially from your family. Here we go. The first word was my inspiration for this entire segment. My grandma always said this. David, what is a Davenport? For example, have a seat over there on the Davenport.
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 It sounds like Busan Port.
D-A-V-E-N.
Incheon
P-O-R-T, yeah, same spelling. Davenport.
Port of Hamburg.
Yes,
Hamburg Port.
same spelling, but this is have a seat on the Davenport.
Have a seat on the Davenport. If I were to hear this maybe in a house, I would think of maybe a sofa or a chair.
Ooh,
Am I right?
nicely done. Yes. I never ever heard my grandma say the word couch.
Oh.
That was a totally new and unfamiliar word. She'd say Davenport for sofa.
Do people still say it these days?
No.
So
I
it's
haven't heard
outdated.
it. It is outdated.
Melissa, sorry to interrupt you. Do you know Chesterfield?
This is a place in the UK.
It's
no.
Maybe you're right. It did come from the UK, the word itself.
Ah, so maybe
but
that's
it's
the
sofa
origin.
in Canada.
Oh,
that's what people say.
Oh, that's what people say.
Yeah,
a
Chesterfield.
Field. A Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Okay, Davenport, Chesterfield, sofa, couch.
Yeah, different terminologies.
But you know, Davenport is only the full-size sofa.
Ah.
Do you know what the two-seater is?
Two-seater is...
Two-seater, especially, again, we're thinking grandmotherly, grandfatherly word.
Okay, it's...
Couples.
Davenport.
Davenport. I love that.
Yeah.
Love seat.
Oh, love seat. I've heard that
a
one.
love seat. Or some people would say a settee.
Settee.
A settee.
Oh.
Settee, it's like a bench fusion sofa, but it's small, like the love seat. Love seat is for two.
Okay.
And the settee, it's also for
like
two people, but it's more like a bench. Like usually the back is higher, right? The arms are a little higher. Yes.
So Davenport, it's Davenport.
Davenport.
What? How do you spell settee?
Settee.
Settee.
Think
set.
like set, like I set that on the table, and then tea, like golf tee.
Oh, interesting.
Yes, a settee.
Settee.
Yes. So if you say settee, would you like to sit down on the settee? People will think, wow, how old are you? You aging really well, David. Yeah, like this.
Yeah. Chesterfield, just for your information, is Chester and Field. Just one word.
Field like the field with the cows eating
I think
happily.
Chesterfield, from what I remember, was like a designer.
Yes.
And basically, it's a button, like the button sofa with like the buttons that were
the buttons in the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it has a huge hump The cushion for the
right?
back. Yeah.
Because you have to have the buttons in the middle of the cushion.
Right.
That
Something
is
like
the
that.
design.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the type of sofas. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, look
Cool.
at this. We're learning all the words. Okay.
Bringing back a long time ago.
The nostalgia, even though we might not have been alive then, but it's
Right,
fine.
yeah.
Okay, next. Weisenheimer.
Ooh, Weisenberg.
So here's an example.
Yeah.
What kind of Weisenheimer says no to their old man? Old man is also like, old-timer expression,
Weisenheimer.
olden days expression. What kind of Weisenheimer says no to their old man? What is a Weisenheimer?
Just from the context in itself, kind of reminds me of the word smarty pants.
And what is a smarty pants, David?
Like you think you're too good to know everything. You're like, oh, I'm smart enough, I'm old enough to know everything.
Yes.
You don't listen to your parents. You're maybe hit the puberty age. Is that what it is? Kind of like the vibes?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. Weisenheimer, it's mildly insulting, and it goes along the lines of whippersnapper. Whippersnapper. So whippersnapper, that was much more widely used among grandparents in the Midwest, where I'm from. Were you more familiar with whippersnapper or Weisenheimer?
Maybe Weisenheimer.
Okay. So it depends on region.
I've heard it for the first time today. Snapper just reminds me of the snapper fish.
Oh,
Is
snapper
that where it
fish,
came
not
from?
a snapper turtle?
Oh, snapper turtle too.
Maybe, right? Because you snap back, right? Like if your parents say, yeah, do this, and like snap, like too quickly to speak.
Right.
Yeah. So if you, especially to grandparents, right? Back in the olden days, if you said no or you were, showing attitude.
Oh, no.
They would say, oh, you little whippersnapper. Right.
Whippersnapper spelling is WHIPPER, whipper.
Like whip.
And the snapper, SNAPPER.
Yes. So also whippersnapper, usually you need an age gap, right? Like significantly younger than you, and they're speaking too confidently.
Like they know it all.
Yes, so very similar to Weisenheimer. So for example, if you're a new employee, you worked at the company 1 year, and you tell an employee who worked there 15 years how your idea is much better than theirs in a very cocky, conceited way.
Condescending way. Okay.
Yes. So 잘난 척하는 사람.
Oh no.
Right? Then grandparents' generation would call you a whippersnapper.
Okay. So it's kind of different than like a silly goose, because that's one of the other similar synonyms I was thinking of.
Yes. Silly goose is more playful.
Yeah, more cute.
Yes. That's cute.
For like kids.
Yes.
Oh, you little silly goose.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
That's more playful. Yes. But if you really did have like an attitude, which people thought was like too much.
Okay.
Yes. Silly goose is cute.
뭔가 조금 혼내고 싶을 때.
Yes.
너 진짜 잘못된 아이야. You would say, you whippersnapper.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Oh.
Condescending. So Biniverse is asking, condescending or patronizing. Condescending is, we say when we talk down to somebody. Talk down is like, I think I am better than them. And so I will use. So in Korea, it would be like, usually, for example, your boss, you would use 입니다. You'd use 존댓말. But if I use 반말, people think, oh, right? You're talking down to them. You should use.
어디서 나한테 그런 말 할 수 있어?
Oh, yes, like the 오빠한테, like this kind of thing. Yes.
Yeah.
So condescending, you should be using polite language, but you don't.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that is like Weisenheimer or whippersnapper or smarty pants, smart aleck. Have you heard of that? That's still around. Smart aleck.
I've heard it. When I was growing up, and the teacher used it to my classmate, other friend.
Oh, yeah.
Really trying to be smart aleck here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Don't be a smart aleck, right? Don't
Yeah.
talk back like this. Yes. So, okay. Now, let's talk about what happens if you're a whippersnapper or a Weisenheimer or a smart aleck, right?
Okay.
So, okay, imagine back in the day when people had to walk uphill both ways to school. If, for example, your father said, go outside and feed the dog, and you said no, woo! You were cruising for a bruising.
Okay.
Your dad would knock you into the middle of next week. Or
Cruising for a bruise.
maybe he'd tell you to go outside and
Yeah.
choose your stick.
Okay, now I get it.
And if you don't understand any of these grandfatherly favored sentences, consider yourself lucky because none of them are good.
I think if you were to use this phrase now, you might get arrested.
I don't know if you would or not because it's maybe now it could seem because it is such an old slang, outdated.
Yeah.
People
they
might
wouldn't
think it's
understand.
cute.
Oh,
they
really?
wouldn't understand or it could seem cute.
Okay.
Yes. So, do you know any of these, by the way, David? Cruising for a bruising?
I didn't know.
You didn't know?
But then as you were saying the whole sentence, I figured out what it means. So cruising for a bruising would be like you're going to get hit.
Yes, because
You're
bruising
going to get spanked.
is like bruise, like mung,
Right.
the
멍들다.
purple spot.
Cruising would be like 그쪽 길로 가고 있다. You're putting yourself in that situation.
Yes.
Right. And then
Yes, literally.
choose your stick is choose your meme stick. Basically, that's what it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's like when we think of the cruising for a bruising, like imagine that you are in a school and you have a girlfriend, but then your friend seems like they're trying to steal your girlfriend from you.
Oh no.
So, right, in generations past, you'd tell your friend, hey, stay away from my girlfriend or you're cruising for a bruising, right?
Ooh,
Like, hey,
yeah.
Majale, right? She's my girl.
Yeah, don't touch
You're
her.
trying to fight me, right? And then I'll knock you into the middle of next week. See, today it sounds a little bit cute because
Right.
it's outdated, but originally this was like a scary sentence.
Right. You're asking for trouble is what Anungyonim basically summarized it as. We've had a quick question. Smart Alec. Okay, how do you spell Alec?
Alec, A-L-E-C.
Okay.
A-L-E-C.
A-L-E-C.
Yes, smart Alec.
Yeah.
So it's kind of based on like the name Alex a
Okay.
little bit, right?
All right.
But little changed. A smart Alec. Yes. So smart Alecs, they might get knocked into the middle of next week, right? If we were back in the day.
Okay.
Yes. And so I'm pretty sure it was baby boomers who kind of updated that knock you into the middle of next week to be, I'll give you a knuckle sandwich.
Knuckle sandwich.
What's a knuckle sandwich, David?
Knuckle sandwich is basically cruising for a bruising with your fist.
With your fist,
This
right?
this is the knuckle.
Yes. 손가락 관절. I just learned from Jang PD Neem, this is 정관.
정관.
Yes. The
장관 or 정관?
주먹뼈.
정관.
정관.
Because Jeongwan is a city up in Gijang.
Okay, yeah, not the city. We're not talking
Or
about
town,
the
or
city. The 주먹뼈, like this bone, the 손가락 관절, the joint here. So knuckle sandwich is like when the knuckle hits something,
anything,
right? It makes
creates
like
a sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich, 2 pieces of bread, something
Oh, no.
smashed in the middle.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, 아파요.
Not good.
Yeah.
Right. So, I mean, yeah, at that time, now it sounds like, aw, that's a little, lovely sounding.
귀엽네.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
귀엽다, but at that time, it was probably scary.
Serious.
Yes.
Like basically, you want to fight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Right. And then choose your stick.
Yeah.
Enlighten us.
Choose your stick is you choose your meme stick, isn't it? Choose the stick you want to get beat by.
Yes.
Yeah.
회초리 골라.
회초리. 무섭다.
Yes, so maybe it's the pariche.
Oh no.
Maybe it's the cho.
You don't want to choose paricha these days because they're electric.
Oh, that would be unwise.
Oh, no,
that would be very unwise.
You could get 철컹철컹 there.
Yes, so,
Yes.
Back at that time when this was very popular, choose your stick.
Yeah.
Maybe your punishment could be, more chores, 집안일. But if it wasn't, then you had to choose your stick, and usually that was like a spanking. Spanking,
그쵸.
right? So spanking is usually you hit someone on the 엉덩이.
Yeah.
Right, because that's the fattiest part
Right.
of your body.
The nerve
so
endings are the furthest away, so you feel less pain.
It's less painful.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, people inexperienced in stick choosing, they might find like a wimpy little pathetic stick that you wave it around and it breaks.
That hurts the most.
Well, no. See, because in that case, usually, if it's, for example, your father who told you to choose your stick, then they would say, if I don't like it, I'll choose your stick. And that, spoiler, is not great. You do not want somebody else choosing your stick. Choose your own stick, right? Very
This is
important.
getting very confusing
Yes,
now.
yes. Okay.
Not good.
So, yes, but we
Definitely.
have more. We have more words.
What's another word? Maybe stay away from the hitting part because we don't want to get too into this one.
Okay.
What's
okay.
another person we can learn to talk like an old person?
Okay, so I love this word, galoshes.
Galoshes?
I wish more people talked about their galoshes. You don't have galoshes on today.
Oh.
Any idea, David?
Galoshes. Is
Galoshes.
it like a hat?
No, it's opposite part of your body. I'll use it in a sentence.
Okay.
You look groovy in your dungarees with galoshes.
Dungarees.
Yeah, you look groovy in your dungarees with galoshes.
Groovy, I know, is like cool. Like Groovy. Groovy.
Groovy.
Dungarees, I'm guessing maybe a hat or sunglasses.
You're totally wrong, but continue.
My gosh. Galoshes. Oh, galoshes is the opposite of sunglasses, you said. So, handkerchief?
Wow. Okay, it's okay. I'm here for you, David. Handbag. Galoshes is 장화. I originally thought it's 비신발, but that's wrong. Yes, rain boots. 장화. Right? Rain, boots, 신발. Anyway, that's wrong. Yeah, so British English, wellies, right? But American English, rain boots.
Okay.
And, back in the day, galoshes. I miss hearing people talk about their galoshes.
Galoshes were, you're saying they're rain boots?
Rain boots.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dungarees were pants, said 아는교님.
Yes. Oh, excellent. I'm glad we know dungarees. Jeans. Jeans originally were called dungarees. So this was back in like the 60s, 70s.
Okay.
So, okay, while we're on the subject of fashion, here's another one. Pocketbook. Or, as my grandma always said, billfold.
Wait, pocketbook?
Pocketbook. Billfold. Nobody talks about their billfold anymore.
Is it a wallet?
Yes.
Okay.
지갑.
지갑.
Yes, 지갑. But
pocketbook.
But for when I think about like my grandparents, I never heard them say wallet. Ever. It was always my pocketbook, my billfold.
I wonder when the term wallet came out then.
Right?
80s, 90s?
Maybe 80s. I don't know.
Interesting.
Yes, but that's relatively new. And of course, British English, they don't really say wallet; they would say purse.
Yeah.
And then if you're thinking like, oh, but purse is bag,
like a handbag.
가방, then that would be like handbag or bag.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So English-speaking countries all around the world use different terms. That was the problem when the internet started.
Yes.
When the internet connected all countries around the world, they're like, why do you call that pants? Why do you call that a purse?
And then everybody just got all confused, right?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Right.
Yes. So, okay, so we got it now. We know that groovy in your dungarees with galoshes, carrying your billfold.
Okay.
We understand the meaning?
Yeah. Okay. So 아는교님 just cleared it up. Pocketbook was only said by women, he says. Men said wallet.
Okay.
Kind of like purse, right?
Maybe.
Purse, the way it's...
men don't usually say
purse. But then they come up with the Merce name afterwards.
Yes.
Man purse, Merce.
Yes. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
It's all
words
different.
change over time.
Yes.
And how people use change over time as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. All right. So we're taking out the big guns now, David. I need you to translate the entire sentence from older generation slang. You ready for this?
All right. Yeah.
You ragamuffins need something to wet your whistle, or are you hunky-dory?
I feel like I've heard this sentence from a movie.
Okay, you ragamuffins.
Yeah.
I want to type it.
Ragamuffins.
You ragamuffins need something to wet your whistle, or are you hunky-dory? What do you think?
Okay. You ragamuffins, like you silly boys. You silly dudes. Is that what it means?
Silly. So it's not...
You knuckleheads? Is that what it means? You knuckleheads?
I love it if it's knuckleheads. But this one actually is 지저분한 어린이.
Oh.
So kind of like, your shirt is untucked. You might be a little bit dirty. If it's a girl with like a bow in her hair, like the bow is crooked, hair's kind of fallen out of the style, like disheveled.
Okay,
You're disheveled.
Ragamuffin. RAGAMUFFINS. Ragamuffins.
Yeah, so muffin, literally like the muffin that you eat.
Oh, you typed it up for us, Dr.
Oh,
D.
that's
Thank
handy.
you.
Yeah.
Ragamuffin is,
Yes.
it's a child,
Ragamuffins.
children with, like, it's not-
Yes, children who are disheveled, like they are not looking so nice anymore, right? Shirt is untucked, a little bit dirty. Maybe they tore their clothes, their hair got messy. Maybe a little bit of dirt on their face because they fell out of a tree when they were playing. Yeah.
깨끗하지 않고 조금 어지럽힌.
Yes.
네, 머리도 엉망이고요. Okay, so ragamuffin needs something to wet your whistle.
Wet your whistle. What is wet your whistle?
Whistle.
Wet your whistle.
Hunky-dory is like, are you guys okay?
Yes.
Right? Are you guys okay? But wet your whistle, I don't know what that one is.
Really?
Whistle is 이거 후 부는 거잖아요.
Yes.
Wet your whistle, 이거를 where would you wet your whistle?
Wet your whistle. This is asking, like, do you need something to drink?
Oh.
So this expression, some people say it's exclusively for alcohol, but my dad, who was like borderline silent generation baby boomer, he used it for any cold beverage. So sure, like beer or whiskey, it could wet your whistle, but so could lemonade. Right? So maybe that's an example of my dad as a younger generation who was taking an even older generation word and kind of altering it a little bit.
I see.
That's the wet your whistle part. Do you want a cold beverage?
Quench your thirst. 안은교님, thank you for that.
Yes, quench your thirst. Yes.
So 안은교님 basically broken it, used a more terminology that we're familiar with. You fellas want something to drink, or are you okay?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Right? Definitely. We have got it.
Okay,
Yes.
awesome.
I feel like we have really mastered the generational slang here that was
Awesome.
used in the olden days.
Awesome. Very good. 우리 햇빛다. We did it today.
Yes.
We did it. Are you hunky-dory?
I am very hunky-dory.
Are you hunky-dory with us finishing it up now, though?
I guess we have to. We have no other choice.
Ponim saying, who is 안은교? He is texting via Kakao Talk. That's who he is. Ragamuffin, 꾀죄죄한 아이. That's what we could use. Kind of like a messy boy girl.
Messy.
꾀죄죄한 아이.
I like it.
All right, Melissa, we really have to go now. We'll see you next week.
Yes, I'll see you next week.
That was Melissa with us for Busan 친구 Talk. We do have to wrap things up and say goodbye. We'll say goodbye with this song, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Sorry if I didn't get to read out all the messages. Really bad. My bad.
내일 우리 라이브 안 해요.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, okay, we'll listen to this song. 초록을 거머쥔 우리는 by 잔나비. See you later, alligator.
눈여겨둔 볕에 누우면 발베개도 스르르르 근래의 몸짓은 계절을 묘사해요
Your bridge to the world. 부산영어방송.
멋진 노을이 아름다운 가을 저녁, 부산영어방송이 여러분을 특별한 무대로 초대합니다. All Star English 10월 특집 공개방송